Namaste. It's October 14th, 2024. This is documentary vlog of my recovery from multiple medical problems in September of this year. Last video was about a month ago, in that I showed I was learning to walk again after neural damage from infection and a brain injury that unlearned how to walk. And about 2 weeks after that video, I got rid of the walker. I'm walking about 6 blocks now, and I'll show you a little bit of practice and how that's going. What happened in the last month in September, I had a brain injury, probably a blow to the head that created a subdermal hematoma, bleeding on the brain. They drilled a hole in my skull and drained that, and all was good with that. But as a follow-on to that from all the stress, I got shingles. If you haven't gotten the shingles vaccine, please do that. Miserable, miserable infection. It was all along this side of my skull, behind the ear, and down into the neck. I still have some residual pain from that, and I'll talk about in this video walking, my yoga practice at this point, and how I found out yoga could help me deal with the pain from the shingles and make my recovery a lot faster. But I'm going to begin by reading a poem I wrote in February of 2022 about an experience in 2016. Death, a love poem. Her eyes deep as the night sky, I looked. Love, care, present, always present, beside me since before birth. Beside me, death lay on the hospital bed. Wordlessly she gave me this. Give up. The reaper would be beside me. Fear, terror, inevitable, tragic death. Never give up. My friend protector beside me, reminding life is sweet, reminding never give up. Inevitable lover's embrace. Life is God's divine gift. Death is God's divine gift. The lesson for me, of course, was never give up, which is why I think I've gotten back to walking so quickly. So let's start with that. When you last saw me in my video about a month ago, I needed a walker to do anything in terms of getting around. That's long past. If you want to see the full routine that got me off a walker in 2 weeks, you can look at that video. But a quick summary of it is standing with heels together, toes separated, first position. I would inhale up, exhale, bend the knees 30 times. Then taking the feet to parallel, do the same thing again. Inhale up, slowly bend the knees and descend down, extending all the way from the arches to the top of the skull and all those. Then, I still need help with this one. Standing heel to toe, right foot in back, left foot in front, and balance for 30. As I said, I still need the help of support for that. Then with the other side, the next in that practice was crescent moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Well, as I've taken the practice now, I'll do a repetition of Chandra Namaskar. You can see my video on Chandra Namaskar on this channel. Quick demonstration of one side. Om. Wide stance. Coming to triangle is still tricky for balance. And opening to Trikonasana. Then Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Then low lunge. Back foot to the earth. Wide base. Stabilize. Bring one arm up and lengthen from the arch to the skull. Add the second arm. 60 breaths here. Then switching to the other side. Squat right. Coming to a squat left. Spinning the back heel up. Knee to the earth. Take the feet wider for balance. Come up. One arm up. Second arm up. Anjaneyasana, 60 breaths. Then back down. Parshvottanasana, Trikonasana. Coming up. Goddess. Prepare for the second half of the sequence. From there, I come to sitting. Go through a series of seated hip openers, which you're familiar with if you're taking my classes. Beginning with opening to the skull. After walking and keeping my hips open, which is necessary because of a lower back injury as a child, the next greatest challenge has been dealing with the nerve pain, which has been residual from the shingles. I required medication to deal with that pain in the beginning when it was like receiving a jolt of a 240 volt shock on the back of my skull. Since then, it's gotten down to tender skin. What I found has been most useful is extending up through the area where the shingles were, which for me was on the back of the skull and the neck, which I understand is probably one of the worst areas to get it for pain. But simply extending through the top of the skull, looking up, hips over ribs, head set, and lifting up. Then I do a variation on alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shishami, where I would just breathe through the nostril on the side that need more opening. 108 long, slow, complete Ujjayi breaths. That has been opening it. The other thing I've been doing for opening it, for relieving the pain, that's really been helpful, has been soaking in a bathtub with 2 cups of baking soda, 2 cups of Epsom salts. I probably would be better off if I did that 2 times a day, as the one text I read on it described. I've been doing it once. It's been effective for dealing with the pain. When I'm active during the day, pain is not a problem. Sleeping, it's a problem. But that's getting better. I expect to be back to teaching before Thanksgiving. If you're watching this and you have any interest in my classes, you can go to my Facebook link on my Yoga with Dennis page, the page for this channel. Click on Facebook and message me on Facebook, and I'll get you on my list for invitations. So I'm walking up to 6 blocks. I still have pain from the shingles, but that is slowly fading. I expect it to be gone in a matter of a few weeks. I am nearly off all the medications I was put into the hospital, which included anti-seizure medication, even though I have never had a seizure. That's about it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I very much hope to see you in class around Thanksgiving. Namaste.